What's up, Crystal? It's your girl Jay, and as you read by the title, today's video is gonna be a mini story time on how I beat depression. And since it's Mental Health Awareness Month, hopefully this video can help somebody. I got a few tips on what not to do, and yeah, I basically did everything wrong, so I'm hoping I can help somebody with this video. Okay, just a little backstory. From the ages of like 14 to 16, I struggled really badly with depression. But my problem was I didn't know what it was until my mama like really pointed it out to me. At 14 I lost my dad, so it was just like my family whole dynamic was changed. I saw everybody else with their families, their dads. Father's Day was really depressing. Like, I did not deal with it well at all. I had an eating problem really. Like, I would go to school and eat like some trail mix or something, then come home not eat nothing, and I would do that kind of stuff for days at a time. So when I finally did try to eat, I would be, you know, throwing up and stuff like that. And like, I had very, very bad anxiety. So like, in my relationship, when stuff would go wrong, I'd be quick to like be sick to my stomach, stuff like that. So yeah, let me just get into everything. Okay, first of all, a lot of people commented on my weight and told me I looked good because I lost a lot of weight. And I kind of wasn't offended by it because like I was doing basketball at the time, but people didn't realize I wasn't losing weight because of basketball. I was losing weight because of stress. And when I did try to eat, I could not keep anything down like for a very long time. Like, I'm just not like starting to gain back weight. Like, in maybe 7th grade I was like 140 something, and I haven't got past 125 yet. So it was hard, y'all, and that's why I really get sensitive like when I see stuff about like Chadwick, when people were talking about, oh, he looked a mess, like a crackhead and stuff like that, because you comment on people weight and you really don't know what they're going through, y'all. Like, you have to be very careful with what you say to a person that's depressed. Like, a lot of times you try to help people by giving them advice, telling them, oh, other people have it worse, but that's not that person's responsibility to be worried about. If they're feeling depressed and they come to you looking for help, don't turn them away by basically saying like, oh, there's other people dealing with worse, girl, you'll be alright. Because that's not really encouraging, you know. That's like basically telling someone to dismiss their feelings. The next part of the story is I had friends, but I didn't feel heard by my friends. You have to, you know, think about from 14 to 16, that's a time where you're starting a date, getting a license, trying to get a car, working on getting your first job and stuff like that. Like, I was not focused on any of that. Like, my grades never dropped, and I always kept a smile on my face, so nobody really knew I was depressed except for my mom. But one day I was trying to go somewhere with her. I got dressed and everything. I just didn't feel pretty, y'all. I was just like, what the heck? Like, I just feel all this time getting ready, I don't feel pretty. Like, just crying and da da da. So I tried to get in the car with her. I'm crying. She's like, are you depressed? And I was just like, I don't know. I only had heard that word when it was like deep stuff, y'all. So I was just like, ain't no way I could be depressed. And now that I think about it, it's like, Jay, you lost your whole father. Like, that's something big. But at the time I was just like, no, ain't no way I'm depressed. Like, I just pray it off and I'll be good. But I definitely was depressed, y'all. So this is kind of what I did to shake back from those feelings. Okay, y'all, one of the first things that I had to start doing in order to get over depression was pray more and start journaling. One thing I would do is like look up a scripture a day, like scriptures on healing, and just read. Like, if I read one and it hit, I just keep going, and just put that into my spirit. Actually, my journal started off as a prayer journal. I didn't like praying out loud because I would always get emotional, which is also okay. I just wasn't ready for that. And yeah, overall, people may think like journaling is dumb. It's like, oh, that's not gonna help anything. I just need to talk to somebody. And yeah, some people do need to talk to somebody, but if you're not comfortable venting because you've had a lot of people tell you like, oh, it'll be alright, don't cry, da 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 da. Like, I didn't have a lot of people discouraging me from feeling my emotions. I was the person that was trying to be strong for everybody else for some reason. So journaling really came in handy for me. Like, anytime I was upset, because I dealt with a lot of anger and resentment. Like, I was very distant with my friends, and especially because of the fact I was in a toxic relationship during the depression as well, y'all. Like, I was jacked up, so I was constantly writing my feelings down, constantly trying to just, you know, shake myself back. Second of all, you have to realize nothing is wrong with you. Like, I don't want to say depression is common, but I feel like every person is going to deal with it at least once in their life, whether it's from death or not succeeding in school or feeling like your dreams not coming quick enough. Everybody's going to have moments where they get in like these feelings of deep sadness. So don't be scared to admit you're hurt, y'all. Having depression doesn't make you weak or mean you don't have faith in God or mean you're doing the wrong things in life. It just means you're human and things are starting to get overwhelming for you. And it's okay to go to a counselor. It's okay to talk to your parents. Well, if you know your parents are not understanding, I say talk to a counselor either at your school or try to go pay to get help or anything like that, y'all, because it's really not embarrassing. Like, talking to somebody about your issues and how you feeling can really help you sort through your feelings quicker than you probably would by sitting around being sad and overthinking. And I don't know if anybody else is like this, y'all, but when I was struggling with depression, I would try to laugh off. Like, it's been so many times I try to make story times about stuff that's happening in my life that's not funny at all, and I sit up and laugh. Like, I still struggle with it to this day. It's like, it's not funny, y'all. Like, I understand, like, since everybody probably feel like they go through it, it's like sometimes we brush it off, but mental health issues aren't funny. They're not something that should be pushed to the side. You know, address how you feel. Like, it's okay to not be like want to be numb and just, you know, throw your emotions to the side, because you're human. Like, without emotions, you're not human. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Also, I would say realize the overthinking is not accurate. The things you're thinking about, like, for example, I had suicidal thoughts because of the fact I saw everybody else with their families, and I feel like mine was kind of gone because I had spent a lot of time by myself, because basically my dad kind of acted like my mom in a sense, and my mom acted like my dad. So it was just like when I lost my dad, it felt like losing a mom. So yeah, I dealt with a lot of suicidal thoughts and having a lot of time to myself. I thought about the wrong things. I have to realize that voice in your head during overthinking, it's not you. You're struggling mentally, so all those crazy things you're thinking, it's not you. Like, and it's okay to talk to somebody and say, hey, I'm struggling. I'm feeling like I want to do something to myself. I want to hurt myself. Like, it's not normal, y'all. Don't just sit on it. Don't be like, oh, I'm just tripping, I'll get over it. No, you need to talk to somebody, and there's nothing wrong with talking to somebody about it. The next thing that's a tip for if you're struggling with depression, I would say go outside, get some sun, do things you enjoy. If you like doing hair, do your hair, get cute, make some TikToks, you know, just get cute for no reason. Like, give yourself a reason to feel confident, to feel happy, to feel beautiful. Like, things like that can really help you get through your depression, because, like, it's okay to not be okay. So I'm not saying pretend. I still have days where, like, if I'm sad, my room will look a mess for weeks at a time. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to not be okay sometimes, but, you know, just try to shake back. It's not gonna really help your process if you're talking the stuff out but not getting up and putting any action behind it to, you know, feel better. And it's not always that simple. I understand that completely, but it's a step. It's a step. Okay, y'all, my last tip that I wish I had followed is stay away from drugs and alcohol until you are in a good space mentally. This is why a lot of females, when they get drunk, cry, and I don't find it funny. Alcohol is a depressant, so whatever feelings of sadness you're having when you're sober, once you're drunk, they're going to be intensified. And a lot of times, if you're dealing with anxiety, I don't know, for some people, getting high might help, but for me, it very much made me paranoid and had me overthinking. So I would really say just stay away from that stuff and really try to find your peace within yourself, and realize you may lose some friends because of depression. Because not everybody is emotionally intelligent, and not everybody's going to be able to cater to your needs like you cater to theirs. But that's okay. You can find that, find the strength within yourself to pick yourself back up, because that really makes you realize how strong you are and keeps you from falling back into depression when other things happen, if that makes sense. But anyways, that's all for this video. I hope y'all got something from these tips and my story kind of helped somebody. I love y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if anybody's struggling mentally and feeling like they alone, my DMs are always open. Any social media that I got in my bio, hit me up, period.